Okay, I want you to forget everything you think you know about medical billing. Seriously, today, we're not going to just talk about codes and claims. We are going to decode the mindset of an elite professional. You'll see, this isn't about memorizing stuff. It's all about strategy.
And listen, that is not an exaggeration. Think about it. From a simple checkup to a really complex surgery, if that billing process fails, the entire financial engine of a hospital or clinic just grinds to a halt. That's the power and, yeah, the pressure of this role.
Let that sink in for a second. One single mistake isn't just a typo, it's a direct hit to the bottom line. But you know what? That pressure is also where your value comes from. You master this, and you literally become the financial guardian of the entire organization.
Which brings us right to the exam itself. See, it's not a memory test, not at all. It's more like a professional simulation. It's designed to figure out one thing and one thing only. Can you make the right call with total precision when the pressure is on?
So how do you actually build that way of thinking? Well, that's exactly what we're here to show you. We're going to give you a strategic preview of the Exam Coach's framework, the system that helps transform you from just a student into a real professional biller.
But first, we've got to talk about the core problem. Why do so many smart, talented candidates struggle with this exam? It's usually not about a lack of effort. It's about a fundamental flaw in how they're approaching it.
And you know, these aren't just bullet points on a screen. These are genuine career roadblocks. People get lost in this fog of different insurance plans. They get tangled up in compliance laws like HIPAA, and they often confuse their role with what a coder does. It's like they're trying to build a puzzle without ever seeing the picture on the box.
And right here, this is the fundamental mistake. Most people study definitions, but the exam doesn't really care if you can define a term. It tests if you can navigate a system. It's about connecting all the dots between policy, compliance, and claims, and doing it in real time.
So, what's the fix? Well, we rebuild your foundation from the ground up. We start with the most basic question, the one most people actually get wrong. What is a medical biller really?
You are the guardian of the revenue cycle. Your job isn't just data entry, it's financial strategy. You're managing claims, you're navigating this incredibly complex maze of insurance plans, and you're making sure every single thing you do is legally compliant. And on top of that, you need to speak the language of healthcare, those specific codes that translate medical services into financial data.
All right, let's test this right now. Imagine a claim gets denied. The clock is ticking, revenue is on the line. What is your first move? Not just a guess, but a repeatable, professional process. What do you do? See, the answer isn't a guess. It's a system. You don't guess, you investigate. You start at the source, then you verify the specific payer's policy. Only then do you correct the information and resubmit with precision. And this four-step process, it's just the entry point to the much more detailed workflows we build inside the platform.
Okay, so having a structured process is great, but which path do you even take to get certified? This is a huge point of confusion for so many people. AMB or AAPC? Let's quickly break it down.
The easiest way to think of it is like this. AMBA is the specialist, right? They're laser-focused just on billers. The AAPC, on the other hand, is a much larger organization covering all kinds of health information professionals. Both are fantastic, both are credible, and both require you to stay current. We help you figure out which one fits your specific career goals.
Now let's zero in on the APC's CPB exam for a second. Just look at that breakdown. The biggest single piece of the pie, a full 25%, is case studies. This just proves what we were saying earlier. This is not a theory test. It is a test of your ability to solve complex, messy, real-world problems while you're under pressure.
So let's try another one. You're in the exam. You open up a case study and the information is a mess. It's incomplete. What is the one thing you should look for first to cut through all that noise and start eliminating the wrong answers? Knowing the answer to that? Well, that's the beginning of our entire strategic elimination technique. But okay, let's step back for a moment. Beyond the exam, beyond all the techniques, what's the real purpose here? Why does getting this certification truly matter? Because look, the payoff is huge. This isn't just about getting a new title. It's about opening doors to way better opportunities, gaining true mastery over that revenue cycle, and earning the kind of industry credibility that leads directly to a higher salary.
And that is the ultimate point. A certification isn't just a piece of paper you hang on the wall. It's a promise. It's a declaration to every single potential employer that you are qualified to protect their single most important asset, their revenue stream.
So, let's bring all of this together.
Because the role you play, the certifications you get, and the exam you take, they're not separate ideas. They're all part of one integrated system.
First, understanding your role, that defines your responsibility. Next, these certifications you earn, they define your credibility. But it's your thinking process that ultimately defines your success.
And that is what we do. We don't just teach you facts from a book. We train accuracy. We train compliance. We train real-world decision-making.
What you just saw was just a quick preview. The full, systematic approach to mastering the CPB exam and your entire career is waiting for you inside.